Well, I wanted to bounce off what Ben was talking about because in my notes and in preparing, I was thinking about vulnerability, and so thinking about it in context more of bringing your humanness to the table comparative to I don't know that answer, and there's a difference between eroding your leadership characters by divulging too much about what's going on in life, but there's a humanness that I think a lot of people want to keep at bay, that I think could be very effective in leadership and management. You may have, going to Garrett, your analogy of having a really important meeting. You're an employee, you've got an important meeting with your boss, you've been looking forward to it all week long. It's your chance to be in front of that boss, and the boss moves the meeting. Doesn't tell you why, just moves the meeting. It's a real big disappointment. But if that manager would have said to you, you know what, I'm not going to be able to be present in our conversation. My child is up sick all night long. I need to leave to take them to the doctor. Is it okay if I move our meeting to tomorrow? That humanness all of a sudden then shifts the perspective from that employee of, oh gosh, man, they had to move my meeting. It doesn't really matter to them, because unfortunately in our human brains, we tend to lean to the negative instead of the positive. It's like, I didn't do this well versus, man, you're so great in that meeting. But that negative perception of they moved my meeting, I mustn't be good enough. When a manager brings that humanness and leader brings that humanness to the conversation and say, I was up all night long and I've got to take my child to the doctor, 100% shifts that dynamic. And that's about having some vulnerability, in the conversation and how you show up as a leader. And I don't know that necessarily be a pushback as something people would disagree with. I think what the pushback is, it's very sometimes difficult to do and to show up that way and to be able to show that part of your humanness.